Is live, okay?
You got it, buddy. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dave's RC with my host Shadow Ops, guys. Um, so yeah, guys, real quick before we get started, the giveaway is in a week. We'll get to that in a little bit as well. So real quick, just starting off, I see Craig Beavens in the chat. Craig, I got your package sitting right here next to me, homie, and I went to the post office today to deliver it, to get it out, and they literally closed the doors on me early, bro. So look, here's your package. It'll go out tomorrow because, and it was actually my friend that was actually working there too. And he's like, sorry, Dave, I can't open the doors, man. Once I close them, the alarm sets and that's it. So they've been closing this one down here early for some reason. I don't know why. And
If it's
that's
not busy, that might be why.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're doing it. It used to stay open until 5, and now they're like closing at like 11 and 12. And so, yeah, I just didn't get down there quick enough.
To be honest with you, when they say they're bleeding money and there's no reason for the door to be open except for the mail carriers to get mail to people, then why have the doors open other than allowing the mail carriers in to do their job? You know what I mean?
Well, this is just a small post office here, so I can understand why they don't keep it open if there's not a lot of customers or whatever coming through. But if I don't use this one, then I got to drive all the way into Portland, and
that's like 40
driving
minutes,
into
right?
Portland's hell, man. It's like driving into any other city, man. You just don't want to do it.
Well, one day it'll be 15 minutes, and another day it'll be an hour, depending on when you go.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it does. It actually depends on what time you go. So yeah, Craig, I'm sorry, man. It's going out. It will be out tomorrow. I promise you, man. So sorry, man. I'm so sorry, man. I'm trying to get everything taken care of. And it just seems like something's always kicking me in the pants, dude.
We have something going out for EQ as well.
And EQ, yours is ready to go too. I actually had that with me as well. So it's just a pain in the arse, man. When you show up and you think you got some time and the doors are closed. So yeah, I went there at 11 today and they were closed. And I thought I had at least until noon time.
If I had shown up,
I figured I at least had until noon.
If I had shown up with that huge box that went back to Horizon today and the post office was closed, I would have been mad, but it wasn't closed. So,
so yeah, Craig, the 1X shirts are actually quite big. They actually fit me. So I just sent you a 1X. So I'm pretty sure the 2Xs are just pretty big. They're like really big. So the 1Xs are like, this is a 2X that I'm wearing now, but it's actually big on me. It actually this thing floats on me. The 1Xs are actually a little baggy on me too, but not as baggy as these. The only reason I have this one is because I grabbed the 2X for myself. So, and the rest of them were spoken for. So everybody's size was spoken for. So yeah, man, awesome deal, man. Got you taken care of, and Eric's taken care of, and then we got to send out some just like 1 or 2 more things. I think 2 more things, and we're done. And then I can go to Florida with a clear mind, knowing that I have everything sent off.
The other thing you're talking about is the boys' stuff.
Yeah, but I don't want to get their hopes up. You know, I'm just when I have it ready in my hands and ready to go out the door, then I'll tell them, look, it's going. So yeah, but yes, they are next. It was important that I got the contest winners taken care of first. That was important. But yeah, so tonight, you guys, we're going to be putting this Freewing F-35 together, which there really isn't much to it. I think there was like 10 screws or 8 screws or something like that.
Oh, good. We just get to look at a good plane, nice looking plane while you're building it. That's all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. And it is a really sweet looking plane, you guys. Out of all the Freewing models that I've had, this one has some very, very nice detailing on it, you guys. The paint is nice. The scheme is nice. The paint job that they did on it is really exceptional.
It's like a step above the Raptor, because if you remember, the Raptor has those holes where the spars are. This one doesn't have that.
Absolutely, yeah. The paint job on this is leaps and bounds above the Raptor, you guys. Don't get me wrong, the Raptor has a really nice paint job on it, but there's a lot more detail that goes into one of these F-35s.
It's higher fit and finish over the Raptor.
It is, and it really is nice. It really is. It's just, the plane is really sweet, man. Like, I have no screws in it right now, and it's just sitting here. And then we have the AR-630 receiver that we're going to be putting in it tonight, guys, and we'll be programming.
That's the one your daughter got you for your birthday, right?
It is. My daughter bought this for me for my birthday, you guys. It's like a $70 receiver. My daughter bought it for me for my birthday. So she 2 days shipped it to me so that I could have it by tonight so that we could do this show. So, yes, thank you. Thank you, Kayla,
So
very much.
David Martin Grass said to make sure you limit the elevator throws, but that's just like any of the other free wing birds with the full flying elevator. There's really more authority than you need, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, if it's anything like the Raptor, then we'll probably have the elevators turned down to around like 55 to 60% for a high rate. If it's anything like the Raptor. So yeah, that's a big thing with me because you guys look, man. Back in the day when I first started in this hobby, I used to just go out there with full throws and didn't know how to do it, didn't know how to change them, didn't know how to tame them down, didn't know anything about expo. And my planes were so jerky, and my videos looked so crappy because of how jerky the planes were. And then all of a sudden, I talked to Skip Built RC one day, and he ran me through how to tame down your throws and tame down your control travels, so that way you're getting less throw for your stick movement. And I tell you what, since then I have had nothing but just an awesome time with these planes and getting them, tuned in to the right way. So. Yeah, it definitely makes the hobby a lot more fun when you learn how to tone these things down and get those control throws tamed down to the point where the plane is just a nice, smooth flying aircraft.
David Martin Grath, you're right on the panel lines. They have several stencils they use on painting this F-35. It's actually kind of cool watching the video that Motion put out.
What is it? It's like 40 or something, Eric.
I can't remember, but it's an obscene amount of stencils they use to paint that F-35.
There's a lot. There's a lot of stencils. I mean, you can just tell just by looking at it that there's probably a stencil right there, stencil for the nose. I mean, there's like 5 stencils just for one side of the plane, you guys. So, yeah, there's probably quite a few stencils for this plane. The top's got like 4 or 5 different colors on it. So, that's 4 or 5 different stencils right there. Then you have, obviously, the tail. I believe those are decals on the tail.
Yeah, the tail's a decal, but to get all the individual panel lines, though, they have different stencils they use to get all of them. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So yeah, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoot this over here. I'm gonna set the camera up. You guys are gonna be chatting with Eric in the chat. If you guys have any questions for me while I'm putting it together, or any advice or anything that you guys did differently with yours, just let Eric know, and he'll let me know. But I want to get into getting this thing put together now, so that way we can have it programmed by the end of the show. I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Make sure that you guys listen. We're at $240 worth of donations right now, and Eric, can't remember what your super chat was the other day. I'm not sure what you sent for a super chat, but we'll add that to the pot too. So we're like at 240 minus Eric's super chat. What he sent, I can't remember what he sent because I didn't see it. But yes, make sure that you guys hit the donation bar down up below, man, because next week is the giveaway, and we are only at about $240. So if you guys can help out with the donations, by all means do so that we can have another good giveaway next week.
So EQ, did you ever get it squared away with Motion? Because didn't you have electronics issues with your F-35?
I watched EQ's video today. I actually just watched the video of EQ today. He was putting his elevators on his F-35.
I did not know that, and I was just talking to him today in chat on one of my videos, EQ. Okay. Jet Tech's been battling COVID for 4 weeks.
Jet Tech, dude?
Jet Tech Dawn.
Jet Tech Dawn, that's right, Jet Tech Dawn. Why did I say dude? Did I say dude? I said dude.
Nate said you want to turn the ailerons down. He now you may do it differently, but Nate said he runs his elevator at 90% and his ailerons at 50. But those are all.
Nate said he runs his elevator at 90.
Yeah.
That's his high rate, or is that just his rate?
That's just his rate. But you gotta figure that plane had the whole length of that wing's elevator, or not elevator, aileron. So it makes sense that you have to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I usually with a plane like this, I usually go down to about 70%.
Definitely
for
will
high
want
rate,
Expo for sure.
And then like 55 to 60 for low rate, and I only do 2 rates. And then my ailerons I like to keep pretty touchy, so I usually keep them between like 85 and 95 for high rate, and then I'll probably go down to like a 75 to an 80 for a low rate. And then my rudder, I leave the rudder right alone. I don't ever mess with the rudder. I always want as much rudder authority as I can possibly get. So first things first is we got to pull these wing tips off. We got to set these elevators down to the side over here real quick. And then we got to pull these wings
Battle.
out. Yeah,
where you see the black no step on the top of the fuselage?
Right here, yeah.
And all those jagged panel lines. That's what I was telling you earlier, that on the real one, when they need more air at static idling conditions, those open up and can provide more air into, and the Raptor actually has that too. You very rarely see them open, but they had the same issue with the F-117. Its flaps though were vacuum controlled, so at low RPM there wasn't a lot of air rushing through the intake, so they had opened. But these ones have to be physically opened on the Raptor or the F-35.
Nice. All right, guys.
And it might be
Kitty, I'll give it back to you in a minute. I need to use it.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to have to use it.
They might be computer controlled off of what the motor needs, but on the F-117...
That makes sense, Eric. That probably makes more sense, right?
The F-117, they were completely just off of, if the pressure was low of the air coming into the intake, they would open up. There was nothing... They were passively operated, is what I could say. So does the spar on those wings go all the way through? Because that's one thing that people have complained about on the F-100 Super Saver that you have, is that the spar doesn't go all the way through.
All right, let me see. I gotta...
So Nate, EQ, since he has this bird now too, is asking if you run any Expo.
Stop! Get! Oh, not right now.
He wants to steal your carbon fiber.
Stop! Get out of here! No, he's trying to steal. He's trying to steal my hook. No, you can't have it yet.
Dude,
I'll give it to you after I'm done.
Cat, you're lucky it's not me. I would have kicked you a little harder. Because were his claws out when he did that? Sure looked like it.
I'm not sure.
Oh man, his eyes are wide open like mine.
Oh my goodness, where is this one?
I think EQ had a little bit of an issue with this too, with his when he was around the wires. It never wanted to go exactly where it was supposed to.
Well, no, I can't even find the damn tip. It's not even sticking out over here, bro.
Interesting. Hope everybody had a good week. He's getting ready to bat you again.
Yeah, he's gonna get batted. There it is. Jesus, man. They had that thing shoved way in there, bro. Hey, just get ready for that, you guys. When you're fishing around for these aileron controls in here. Here, you go. Take it. Get out of here. Go.
So,
you can have it. Go.
For your info...
Oh, now that I'm not holding it, you don't want it.
For your info and EQ's info, Nate says 60% probably on ailerons and 45 to 50% on the elevator. And I'm not going to, just because I'm not a swearing person like he is, but he basically says, you see how good my crap flies. So...
No, I'll definitely take that information to heart, man. I know how good your stuff flies, bro. So if you say 50% on high or low rate for elevator, that's what I would do.
Hey, Spencer,
that's what I would start with, anyways.
We thought, just since you're here now, that we would put the F-35 up and break out the infraction and let you drill over that.
Who's that?
Spencer Keith. He loves himself some surface RC.
You know he doesn't like that stuff, bro.
I know, I'm just like teasing him, that's all.
Matter of fact, I did my infraction video. He left a comment and he's like, "No, where's the planes at?" Like, I only did one video of a car, dude. Come on, where's the planes at?
He's a good hard working dude. It's just sometimes fun to tease him about the surface stuff. That's all.
Spencer's awesome too, dude.
Nate, I meant to say Expo. You're right, Expo. The 60% and the 50% I told you just recently was Expo. Sorry.
Wow, he uses that much Expo? See, I never use that much Expo, dude. I usually just I tame down the throw more than I would use Expo.
Barry, I don't blame you. And I saw some stuff when that got built today that I'm glad I didn't drop $600 on it, but that's all I'm going to say.
No, you could say more. What's up with the fact that it's not real leading edge slats? Like
Well,
they
they're
said it was.
real, but they're not active, and you have to glue them on. I mean, if it's really what you want, guys, get it. But if I was Barry, got put on the waiting list. I'm waiting. I want this plane. Everybody else gets a ship date, and I don't, even though I bought mine at about the same time everybody else is. I would be pretty upset, too.
Well, I'm not going to be upset. You know why, Eric?
He ain't getting one.
Because I ain't getting one.
Spencer, at least my surface stuff is nitro. The only electric one I have is one I won off of Dave's RC 2 years ago. So.
That's right. That's right. You did. You won a Arma Sentin, right? Or was it a Sentin?
Traxxas Slash 116.
Slash. That's right. You got the Slash. That's right. Yes. What are you looking for, kitty? Oh, I gave it back to you and you didn't want it, so I took it back again because I need it.
That's too bad, Barry. I mean, that's one of the reasons why even when I do have the money, I always wait till the plane's in stock because I don't want to be played like that.
Nope, I learned that from Spencer Keith, dude. I'm not going to go out and buy a plane right when it's fresh off anymore, not unless it's really something that I want. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to find out if it has any issues or if it's not what they said it was going to be. Yep, I learned that from Spencer, and I will take that to the grave, man. No more pre-orders for Dave. No more pre-orders for Dave's
even
RC.
if the plane comes to you fine and works fine, like they do stuff like what they've done with Barry, where it's like, am I gonna get a plane or not? Are you guys gonna cancel that I ordered it? You guys gonna actually give me a ship date? Like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I talked to the hobby store earlier in the week, and they're like, "Yeah, we got a bunch of them in, Dave, and you know, we got you one here with your name on it."
So
I'm like,
that's
yeah.
crappy. They put a bunch of people ordered them for the launch like they did, and they gave a bunch to the shops, even though people had to wait that were on that bottom the day they went on sale.
All right, so this thing's gonna go together really, really simple, you guys. Really simple. Kitty, go! Come on, man. Me and you, we're gonna fight here in a minute. I know I have.
EQ. I will ask him that. Do any of your leads have paint on them, Battle?
I just scraped it off.
Yeah. Skip built.
I scraped it off with my thumb.
Skip built.
I don't know if you guys saw me do it, but yeah.
Skip built showed a way to do that too, because I can't remember which plane it was. He's had that issue with some free wing, but I think he even had that issue on his SU. I could be wrong, but you can also use a little bit of alcohol, since the alcohol will evaporate when you're done, to get it off.
Kitty, what the hell, man? Come on, man. You're driving me bonkers over here, bro. All right, you guys. So basically what I'm doing is just finding out what screws go to what. There's 2 sets of screws in here. I'm imagining that those 4 go to the wings and these go to everything else. Yeah, those are wing screws right there. So I don't even have to look now. I just know now. I know.
Good bad kitty, more of the bad kitty today, Victor. He needs to throw some catnip his way, so I'll leave him alone.
He's about ready to get a cat kick. Is what he's gonna get. He's trying to steal my wire, you guys. This is what he wants. He wants this damn pole wire that I've had ever since the F-16. This is what he wants. Yeah, see? I know you want it. But guess what? You can't have it yet.
David Martin Grass says EQ, if you end up with paint on the connector, you can use polycarbonate paint remover as well. You can also soak it in the alcohol, the tip, because when it dries, it won't stay wet where it evaporates. EQ says wing screws are the big head, which makes sense. Usually they are on free wing planes.
Oh, thank you, EQ. Yeah, I was just telling myself that has to be the way it goes. Appreciate that, brother.
Is that a dynamo screwdriver?
It is a dynamo screwdriver. You want to know why? Because it freaking works really good and it's magnetic.
I have that same screwdriver on my kitchen table where I've been building my Hellcat, so that's why it looks familiar.
Make fun of me all you want, man, but they work great.
Oh, dude, it's a good screwdriver.
Not bad, right?
I recognize it as like, hey, I got one of those sitting on my kitchen table where I've been doing videos of building the Hellcat. Oh, yeah, Victor. Yeah, for sure. A little bit ago, it was one of those claws were out, and if it would have been me, it would have been field goal kicking that cat. Well, I'm sorry you guys had such a bad experience with them, all the pre-orders. Hopefully the plane itself is a good plane, though, for those that are still getting it.
So it looks like I'll have to run a little bit of sandpaper in there because it's actually touching.
George, I read your mind. When I saw it fly, and I forget his name, the guy that does all their flight videos for Horizon, like the only difference I noticed from my Kingfisher was it just had more power, so it's gonna accelerate. It'll take off quicker, but it flies a lot like other high wing planes.
Yeah, that's actually a nice little elevator system, bro. It's too bad that there weren't more like it. Like some of the other ones that are out there, like the Pac-Fa and the Raptor do the same thing.
Well, the Raptor's full flying. Are you talking the LX Raptor?
Yes, I'm talking about anything that has a full flying stab like this.
Well, you got to remember though, on the real F-35, there's a joint right there, so it's pretty close to scale with how Freewing did the hinge on that one.
Not bad. I mean, I am quite impressed with it. So.
Problem with the Pac-5 is that whole back end where the elevators connect should have been.
Oh, it's a mess. Dude.
Should have had either a wood or a plastic structure underneath, or just the tail should have just been plastic altogether.
Yep, sure should have, man.
Nate. Bobby said that new the new Gloster Meteor with the two 70mm 6S fans in it is a completely different bird.
I know. I already took my Meteor and did it up, man. I'm telling you right now, man. It's night and day.
So, LJ, great. If it's your thing, get the plane. I mean, I at some point might get one, but I'm letting it come out for a while before I get one, and odds are, if I do get one, it's going to be used because I ain't paying $600 for it.
I'm going to have to run a little bit of sandpaper in there. But
because I like stall planes.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
But I can get other stall planes for a lot less than $600.
I think it's kind of a cool plane, man. But it's just, dude, I have the Carbon Z Cub, dude, and that is a really really sweet plane. And all I would be doing is just getting another kind of version of that, and I don't need it.
Oh, Air Marshal, trust me, I'm a fan of Scale Stahl and Mike Patey. I'm not a fan of $600. I have to control myself.
$600 is quite a bit. That is quite a bit. I even thought 5-something was a little bit too much for the Carbon Z Cup, but I actually ended up getting a deal on that, so that's why I bought it.
But if you guys really want it and the $600 is what you guys think is worth it, then great, more power to you. I'm just one of those people that has a budget, and $600 is way too much money.
Yeah, $600. Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, that's true, guys. If you want this F-35 or any other bird from Motion, you might want to get it now.
Tell them, Eric. Their prices are about ready to go up, guys. So I don't know if you guys have probably all heard that already, but that's one of the biggest reasons why I got this plane when I did, man, because they are going to be going up on their prices. It's not incredibly much more. It's not going to be too much more, but it's enough to where it's going to spark you to grab a couple of the planes that you wanted before that price does go up. I got to replace my Stinger 90, and I have to, and then the A4, and then I'll be good with Motion RC planes for now. I already wanted to actually have the A4 in my arsenal, but so yeah, this thing goes together as good as it looks. Nice, man. That's sweet. Now, I'm not going to put any control horns on, you guys, until after we fire it up and make sure that they're centered. Matter of fact, me and George and Jeff from Lower Alabama were just talking about this the other night in I think Hamilton's Hangar's show. We want to make sure that these things are centered before we put the horns on, because I'm telling you right now, there's been too many times where I haven't done it that way, and you go to turn the plane on and everything's crooked. We got one aileron going sky high, one's going low.
So George, yeah, don't get me wrong. If the price is what you guys think is worth it, then fine. I mean, I'm not gonna dog you guys on that. It's just $600 for me. And the one $400 plane I had, I won, by the way, because of Dave's RC, and it just went back because it was a hot mess from that manufacturer. So,
oh my God, baby, you look so beautiful.
So more power to you guys. If that's what you want, then great.
That's pretty.
I'm not into it. EQ said make sure the screws are the screws stop on the elevator when you put them in.
For now, you're gonna get shoes. Are you gonna get shoes? Yeah. You look beautiful, baby. My daughter, she just tried on her prom dress, you guys. She looks so beautiful. My babies are growing up.
EC 1500 Air Marshal. As I was putting it back in the box, all the fins and ailerons fell off of it, and it's never been flown. Happy Friday, Wild Bill.
Yes, happy Friday, everyone. Look, I mean, the point is, guys, is everybody's going to have their issues with any company at some point in time down the road. And it just so happens that Eric's just had a really, really rough time with Horizon. I mean, that's it. That's all it is, man. That's what it really boils down to.
Well, when I've bought a $100 plane for Motion that's never had those issues, it kind of makes you put a sour taste in your mouth.
And like I said, it's not everybody's gonna have these
Yeah.
problems with these companies. Like,
So if you guys like them and like that plane, more power to you. I mean, I will have one eventually. I'm just not paying $600 for it. Uh, Reckham said check
my
out
thing is
his.
I like planes that have some historical
Yeah.
value, not just somebody's private plane that they put together. I
Reckham.
like planes with some historical value. I like military planes. Um, I do like the Cubs and stuff like that. Like I said, I bought the Cub I got it on sale. So, I mean, I figured, I might as well have a Cub, at least some type of a high wing trainer. It's the only high wing trainer that I have. But you guys, I'm a military plane kind of guy. I don't have any civilian planes. I have some sport planes, but I don't really have any civilian planes
Well,
like
so Airvex,
the
you bring up a
the
good point.
That's a civilian plane to me, man. I mean, the
Yeah.
Draco's a really nice plane. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a really pretty plane. But like Eric said, $600 is kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot of money.
So you guys at Fly Spectrum, it is kind of worth it because the receiver's already there. It's not for me though. So Reckham Roy said check out his front gear mod. I was telling him about that before we
Yeah,
went
Roy. Eric
live,
was
Roy.
actually just Eric was just telling me about that, bro, and I told him I would. Is it kind of like the same mod that I put on the Avani, Reckham Roy? Is that what you're talking about? Because the front gear wobbles on this back and forth. Well, let me see. It probably does, doesn't it?
Always a lemon
Yes, it does.
somewhere, and I always happen to get them from Horizon, Nate. So, but if
Yeah,
you guys
I can
have,
already tell what you're talking about.
but if you guys have
front gear
had good
wobbles.
luck with Horizon, stay with Horizon. I'm just not going to.
And it's not like he like won't ever buy from Horizon again. He's just had some issues with them. Just like I said, we all have issues with some company at some point in time, somewhere in our RC
And I'm
careers,
not
you
gonna
guys.
dog you guys for buying any of their stuff. They had some really nice plans. I haven't had
Oh
good
no,
luck, so I'm staying
definitely,
clear.
definitely, we never dog anybody on this channel for anything that they buy. We are open to everybody's opinion on this channel, dude. And like I said, the Draco, that's a pretty sweet looking plane, man. I would actually prefer to
I'm
own the real
sure
one
it
rather than
flies
the
great too, because they did do their homework on it. I'm sure it flies great. It's just
So Eric, you were asking, yes, the spar does go all the way through this plane, dude. There's actually, I can see where it goes across the ESC right here. Nice looking fan. What is that? Is that a 100 amp ESC or looks like a 100 amp
it's the
ESC?
same ESC as what's in the high horsepower F16. It's a 80 amp.
So it's either an 80 or a 100. Yeah,
No, it's a 80.
yeah, I think that.
No,
So
I'll tell you right
it's
now because I have one sitting here out of. They use the same ESC as the stock 70 miller S16. It's the 80 amps hobby wing one, the Skylord, or I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's a hobby wing.
It's a
I'm
good.
looking at it now.
It's a good.
Number.
I mean, I have it right here. I took the tab off so it would cool better. So the aluminum plate heat sink is exposed, so it'll cool better. But this is the same ESC that's in that F35. It's a good ESC.
Yeah, it's an 80 amp ESC with a 5 amp UBEC.
Yeah, it's a good ESC, and where I think the only thing they have to do is just change the timing a little bit at the factory where it's an inrunner versus an outrunner, but it's the same ESC.
All right, so that's every screw is put into the plane, you guys. Now it's time to turn it over. We're gonna take out our AR630 receiver that my daughter bought me for my birthday. Brandy new. Dave Marshall, I know that you're not a fan of these AR630s. I know you like to have antennas coming out of yours, but you guys, I have like 5 of these in 5 different planes, you guys, and they work awesome.
Nathaniel, I'm with you.
I have not had a brownout issue. I haven't had a loss of signal issue. As long as you're making sure that they're open and clear and put in the plane exactly the way they're supposed to be, you shouldn't have an issue. Make sure you're not covering them up by a bunch of goddamn wires. Make sure that you're giving them all the space necessary around them. For you guys that don't know, this is where mine's going right here. Right up in the front, right here. Because this is where the wires come out anyways. There's my receiver.
Yeah, it's not like
Everything
unless you
right
put
here.
extensions, you could put it much anywhere else.
Right, and then what I can do is I can loosen up this board, and once I have all these plugged in, I can actually pull these wires back in, so that way there's none of this slack is hanging out of here. Everything will be protected, and I'll have these wires up and out of the way with some tape, and then that still leaves me plenty of room for my battery. Yeah, man,
Tokyo,
this is great.
yes,
So,
Wreck 'em Roy's RC does rock.
Reckham Roy's RC. Not only does his RC channel rock, you guys, but he's a great pilot and he's a good friend, man. I've known Reckham Roy's for quite some time now, and he's a good friend. Nice guy.
For those of you that have had good luck with Horizon, good for you. I haven't.
Yeah, Eric hasn't had very good luck with Horizon, you guys, and that's why he's sour towards him.
I'm
like
not
I said,
I'm not
has their
gonna try to
issues with some
dissuade you
company at
on
some
that.
point in
If
time.
you've had good luck with them, stay with them.
Like when I say Eric's had bad luck, he's had a few Horizon planes, and every single time something's gone wrong.
And not
And
just
it's not
one
just
or
like,
two things that every company has problems with, like multiple.
so yeah, he's a little bitter towards them. Like I had that problem with Hobby King years back, and I also had a problem with Horizon years back when I was putting together my giant scale P51. There was some things that were supposed to come in the kit. They didn't come in the kit. I talked to them. They said they were going to get back to me. They never called me back. I ended up having to call them. Yeah, it was just a mess. And they've done some things lately that have made me open my eyes and realize that maybe they're not so bad. So I have been buying Horizon planes lately. I've never really had a problem with Motion RC and Free Wing and all these planes. Never really had an issue with these guys. Just the one deal with Hangar 51's plane, but that's water under the bridge, you guys. Like I said, everybody has a problem with some company at some point in time. Maybe one day Eric he'll be like, yeah, you know what, I'll give him another chance. But right now he's kind of pissed off at him.
That's being a cool off period with them.
He's just kind of aggravated at the whole deal, man. That they gave him the runaround with the plane, and they took so long to get back to him, and just like I said, everybody has their issues at some point in time with whatever company.
So that's a good point. Airvex he said he's not concerned with brownouts with the 630. He's concerned about the receiver desaturation, so like the responsiveness and stuff like that, because he's saying gets close to the building.
Wait a minute. Wait. He was noticing that the response times weren't very good with it?
Well, flying close to buildings, though. You get closer to structures, you can...
Maybe that's why I don't have an issue, Eric, because I fly out in the middle of an open field where there's nothing. There's no planes, no towers, no nothing, you know?
You can have a few issues no matter...
Throttle is number one.
The closer you get to buildings, depending on the brand, some of them perform better than others, but the closer you get to buildings and things like cell towers or just stuff like that, you can run into issues with what he's talking about, but they all have a little bit, some better than others, though. Speaking of, how is your back, David Snyder? I know
David,
you
how
got
you doing,
6
buddy?
weeks out. He had a couple vertebrae fused.
Come on, you guys, not right now. You knock this stand over, and we're gonna be fighting.
I told you needed to drop kick him earlier to get him out of the battle mood he's in.
He's gonna get drop kicked here pretty soon. If he messes up, if he hits this damn stand, knocks anything over, I'm gonna go get the kitty boxing gloves, the dog boxing gloves, and the human boxing gloves. And we're going to have some boxing going on.
Cool.
Here.
Thanks for letting us know, Air Marshal, that you won't be running the Zoom tonight because you have something you have to take care of. Are you able?
Oh, that's right. No flaps on this plane.
Jermaine,
so this is literally a 5-channel plane.
As of what the Air Marshal is saying, are you going to be able to run that Zoom session tonight?
Who's running the Zoom session tonight?
Well, Air Marshal can't, so that's why I'm asking if Jermaine is able to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see that? Look at that, guys. And those wires just slide right back in there.
Cool, man. I'll probably still watch that video, guys. I like Draco. I also have 4 kids at home. Most of you don't. Most of you are, like, at least 10 years older than me.
Yeah, Eric's still quite young, you guys. Oh, here, let me... Oh, man. I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing here. Bang. There we go. So what we got going on, you guys, is this is so all the wire. Look, I mean, does that not fit there perfect or what, guys? That fits there perfect. It's like
Rackham's hilarious. He said,
what he
"Boxing live at Dave's RC."
No,
You
I'm
ain't
not young, guy.
joking.
Well, I mean, I'm not old, but I'm not young. I mean, I just turned 40, so I mean,
And
I'm
I
still.
just turned 36, you guys. A lot of you are like 50 or over 60, so that I'm in a different time of life than you guys are. Wreckham,
Like Dave Marshall, he's like 70 years old, man.
dude, he was like 70 the moment he got out of his womb. That's one of the reasons why Amy said one of the things that she likes about him is the gray hair that he had out of the womb.
And the mullet. The mullet.
Wreckham is one of those guys, like, he'll have his arm and his legs falling off, and he'll still be like, "I'm not old."
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not old. He's got a wheelchair with a rocket booster on the back.
Reminds me of that song with Toby Keith. I love this bar.
All right,
Or no,
now
is
let's
it
see if
no?
the hatch fits on. Oh, it does, dude. Look at that. The hatch goes on right there where that receiver is, you guys. It's up here in the front, away from everything. All the wires are in back
Yeah,
of it.
Airvaxed.
No
all my
disturbances up here at all.
cars are older than 10 years old. So
These right here, I'll have both of these taped out of the way, you guys. Both of these will be taped up along the side here, out of the way. So there should be no interference with this receiver at
Dana,
all.
I know, right? I need to give still some of that sand stash from you and give it to some of these guys.
Wait a minute, hold on. I got to look at something real quick. I might actually. Yeah, that's good. Hold on.
What are you doing, crackhead dog? Did you just get something you're not supposed to have? Stop. Randy, yeah, I know. Randy's one of those guys that's not
Yeah,
as...
that's in there, right? I have that sitting in there, right, guys? Right? The button goes forward, right?
Well,
Yeah, that's
EQ's
right.
asking, what battery you gonna use?
I have a 4050C and a 5050C smart packs that I'll be using, guys. I was actually wanting to try a 6000 in this too, a 6050C, but we'll see. So I have a few.
Nate, you still in here? I'm just curious what size batteries
sitting in there,
Nate
right?
uses.
I could have swore that's sitting in there. That's sitting in. The button goes forward, right? Yes, the button goes forward. Yes, the button goes forward. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that is in there, right? Never mind. I know it is. Okay.
All I remember with the receiver you have and the safe ones, as long as the pins are backwards, you're fine. The pins for the wires, that is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that should be good, man. This thing actually, the way they send this plane to you guys is set up perfectly for you to just put a receiver in it. They already have all the wires running underneath the board, which is like key nowadays. That's like what it's supposed to look like anyways. I mean, just look how clean this is. And this came this way. Just look how clean that is. And that's the way it came. Now we got to put our shelf lining in. Got to put our shelf liner in.
I
guys,
couldn't
this
tell
shelf
you,
liner, you guys might not think it, but this is very important if you guys are not going to use Velcro. Don't just trust that strap. Listen, on my Avani for the first 2 flights, man, I didn't have this shelf lining in, or was it this Stinger 90? It was either one of those. I can't remember. And when I landed the plane, the battery was literally scooted up forward in the cockpit. So, yeah, man, just be careful because if it slides backwards and you go tail heavy, I was just lucky enough so that it slid forward and I went nose heavy. But if you slide backwards and go tail heavy, bro, and if you're already close to being, on the edge of the CG anyways, and you go super tail heavy, that's not going to be a good day for you. So just make sure if you're not going to use Velcro.
So Nate, or not Nate, EQ, look what Nate just said. He's tried a 6, but he says the 5000's like the sweet spot for that F-35.
So wait a minute, who said that? So the 4000s are what? But what?
Nate said that he's used a 6,000, but it's kind of piggy. And he said, but the 5,000 is about the sweet spot and gets about
Okay.
4 minutes of hard flying with the 5,000.
4 minutes of hard flying with the 5,000.
Yeah. Dave, did that come with the shelf liner? Because I know some of these newer Freewing models come with a piece of shelf liner. That
Yep, this
looked
sure did, man.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Dave Martin Graff. A lot of the newer Freewing models will come with the shelf liner, but some of these other brands come with Velcro or nothing at all.
Horizon usually comes with Velcro. Freewing usually comes with shelf liner. Hobby King comes with shelf liner.
FMS is usually Velcro too, because they actually build
Yeah,
not
FMS.
all,
Yeah.
but they do build some of the E-Flight birds.
Wow, you guys, this is a pretty plane, man. If you guys don't have this plane yet,
Oh,
this is a
yeah.
good one right here, guys. This is a good one. And when you set it next to the Raptor, it's probably going to be in scale with the Raptor.
So what you gotta figure is this bird and every other motion and flightline bird is gonna go up 10%. So 279 right now. 279 times 10%. That's $27.90 extra you're gonna have to pay for that bird.
So what is that? Almost 300 or just over $300?
It's over 300. Trust me, I priced it out because
300.
when I get my money back from returning that bird, I was looking into a couple different options. So,
all right, you guys, I'm going to take a 2-second break here. If you guys got any questions, just let me know. I'll be standing right here to the side.
so GB, you like the 4,000? All right, when he gets back, I'll tell him.
No, I'm right here. I heard him. I said I'm just going to be standing off to the side.
I forgot you had one, so otherwise I would have asked. Sorry about that, GB.
Boogity boo, boogity 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 boo.
GB, when he had his, said he liked the 4,000.
He said GB likes the 4,000s?
Yep.
I'm sure it flies nice and light with the 4,000, especially these new 4,000s that are actually quite small.
Well, so here's the thing, like, it comes down to a little bit of preference there. You might be able to get a longer flight and a hard flight, like Nate was saying, but
here's your 5,000, you guys. You know, I can't put it in there right now because the shelf. Well, I guess I can just set it over there. Okay, so there's your 5,000 in there, you guys, right?
You're right, David Martin Graff, but the issue is you start running into when you go 5,000 and bigger, the weight starts creaking up on the size of the battery. Even if the battery dimension externally are the same, the weight starts creaking up.
Yeah, you start defeating your thrust to weight ratio. Yeah, you start tossing that to hell when you start using heavier packs. But anyways, guys, look, the 4,000 fits in there very, very nicely, you guys. And the 5,000, it fits in there a little bit more snug, but it's actually there's nothing prohibiting it. I mean, it fits in without having to squeeze anything in. It fits in nicely. See?
Yeah, airbags. So, I mean, if you're gonna put this receiver in this bird when the price goes up, that's gonna be expensive.
Oh, this is gonna be great, you guys. This is gonna be awesome. I love the way this plane went together. This is probably one of the easiest planes from Freewing that I've ever set up. I mean, I know we still have to put our control horns on and stuff after we fire it up. But I'm telling you right now, man.
GB, how long of a flight time were you getting with your 4,000?
This thing's going to be sick. It's going to be a nice flying plane. I can already tell it's going to fly nice. I've had an F-35 before. It was just a smaller Banana Hobby 50mm one, but that thing was a smoker. Man.
Dana, at least they told you what the delay was for. I had something coming to me a week or two ago. Oh, it was the bird that Dave's RC got me for my birthday. It got weather.
Which, by the way, guys, go check out his video, man. It came out really nice. He put the Dynam F6F together, and it looks really nice, man. Really, really nice looking plane.
FedEx weather delayed it.
With no weather.
With no weather.
When there was no weather.
So at least they actually told you the barcode was damaged and they had to put a new barcode on it.
Yeah, right. I'm just checking out the chat, you guys. So Yeah, man. I'm looking at the replay on the Yeah, it looks nice. That looks really nice, you guys. It's coming out really nice.
GB, how long of a flight were you getting on yours? Oh, there you go. You're answering it.
So Nate just said that on a 5,000 he was getting 4 minutes of hard flying. So I'm sure GB was at least getting close to that, three and a
He
half,
just
4.
said, he said long flight time with heavy throttle with the 4,000, but is the Admiral 4060C, so that's, isn't the higher C rating Admirals like that usually a pro? Or is
Um,
that still a
so
standard
they have a
Admiral?
30C, they have a 45C, and then anything over that, the 50Cs and higher, I think they're pros.
I could be wrong though.
Not unless he's got like an older Admiral pack that he's
Yeah.
using, but I'm pretty sure that anything over 50C for Admiral is a pro. 50C or more. Well, no, not or more. Where's my Admiral Pro? I got a couple Admiral Pros.
Well, so I think the point you're making there, GB, if you have a high quality battery like you did, you can get some good flight time too.
Right. So I'm kind of curious. I want to put those two to the test. I want to put try the HRB 5000, and then we'll try the Smart Pack 5000, and we'll see what we get better times with and see what the performance is like. I'll use my 5050C as well as my HRB 50C. That way we have both of them are 50C packs. We'll label 50C.
So between what Nate and what GB has said and what Nate just said, he said when you're just cruising, kind of doing a circuit like you or I do when we go to the park, not really like firewalling it,
Not
but
really
just
following it. Yeah.
doing circles. He's getting like 6 minutes of flight time.
God, man, that's the efficiency that you get out of an in runner, man. It's so nice, man. So nice.
Well, a good in-runner setup too, though, because I'm sure you could find an in-runner out there that wasn't like that.
Well, I'm sure there's some piggy in runners out there. But these free wing ones,
well,
these 70mm free wing ones.
that's why Guniac really likes the FMS fans, because they're newer in-runners. Between the fan and the in-runner motor, they're even if you. Now, granted, I haven't flown any of these guys. I don't have any experience. I'm going off what other people told me, but Guniac really likes those FMS fans because of the efficiency, but also they seem to have pretty decent performance too.
Yeah, the FMS fans are nice, man. They really are. It doesn't matter if it's an outrunner or an in runner either. They're all really good. Yeah, it's really good. Try them.
So you guys, Kenny can host the Zoom, but can only be for 40 minutes.
So yeah, guys, at least you guys will at least get a Zoom in tonight. That'll be good. The reason I don't really join the Zooms much, guys, it's not because I don't love you guys. I love every stinking one of you guys, man. It's really because once I shut down here, I'm spending my time with my wife.
It's late even for me. I mean, a lot of times if we do a 2-hour show, that's 9 o'clock. And even though I don't sleep great, I start falling asleep. I'm like falling asleep right now. I mean, I'll be fine to help you finish the show, but after the show, it's kind of hard to want to.
Well, this stuff's still going to be drying, man. So I don't know if we're going to bind tonight. I mean, we might be able to at least bind it.
Well, so you can set the battery on the other side of the receiver while you're binding.
I won't be able to set up the gyro in it tonight while this stuff's still wet. But we can at least bind it.
So Dana, this is me just teasing you and not being serious, but you know you're gonna get harassed for asking another question, buddy. Especially towards.
What do you think? Oh, Dana, you're good, dude.
Yeah, you're good. You know, Spencer Keith is gonna tease you for asking another question.
Speaking of Spencer, where you at, dude? Where you at?
We scared him away with all the surface talk.
All right. Yeah, we did, didn't we? All right, let me grab my Spectrum DX9.
All good, GB. No worries. I just forgot.
Right.
I just forgot you had F-35 previously, and you work a lot too, so that's why he's not.
All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to start a new model, Acro.
Okay, so it's setting right now, Dennis.
Add a new model. Create
But you're
model.
right, it's still pretty sunny out, Dennis.
Model select. Okay, that's what we
So
want.
did you see what Spencer just, not Spencer, Jermaine just said, Dana?
Mm-mm.
I think he is hosting it.
So this one is going to be
Yeah, you've had a lot of plans. You also work a lot too, GB, so your time is limited.
right.
It's not like Dave's RC and I, we have chores around the house and we have to take care of the kids, but our schedules are pretty open.
For the most part, yep.
I see Hanger 51 woke up from his power nap after an 8-hour show again last night. Yeah, it's 7:32, Nate, and it's starting to get twilight.
Yeah,
It's
it was dark
also
here about 45 minutes ago.
it's also a little bit more dark tonight because we're supposed to get rain for the first time in over a month this weekend. So
So what would this plane be for a setup like aircraft type? This would be one aileron, one flap, right?
yeah, you're
Or
on
no flap. No flap.
no flap. So if I
So just
pronounce
dual
your
aileron.
yeah, so sorry about Paul. If I pronounce your last name wrong, Malinowski, I believe. This is the 70 mm free wing F-35. Correct, Jeff in Alabama. It's the V3.
And then the tail would be dual rudder, dual elevator, right? Because it's got a servo for each elevator and it's got a servo for each rudder. So that would be dual elevator and rudder.
Does it make a difference if they're Y-cabled or not? Nate saying no. Normal wing mode, no flaps.
Normal wing.
Yeah,
What about
see,
tail?
I would assume so too. I could be wrong. I don't have Spectrum radios though, so let's wait
Is it
to
a
see
normal
what.
tail, Nate?
Yeah, GB, it's getting dark early here tonight too because the clouds, the Pacific Northwest is supposed to get a bunch of rain this weekend. So.
Well, if I have to change it later, I will. All right, so that's in, and hold on. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, that sucks. Hangar 51. Oh, because it's the time of year where it's starting getting hot in Florida and the humidity hits. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I figured you guys. I just wasn't sure where I don't have Spectrum. Normal tell. We'll make sure he knows that. That's what I thought, Nate. With white cables, technically it's one. Even though you have more than one servo, technically it's one. Oh, dang. Yeah, I would have wanted to get some pictures too if it was me, Dennis. But it's a good thing it didn't come close to you to cause any damage, though. Airvex, when you do that, you'll have to let us know on one of these other shows how you like the flaperons on it.
So normal tail?
Yeah. You know why?
Okay.
Because the same reason why. Because everything's Y harnessed.
Because it's wide harnessed. Yeah, okay. All right, that makes sense. There's no blue box in this biatch.
Do you have access to your the comments right now, Battle?
Yeah.
Look what Dana RC just said. Thanks for telling us, Dana.
Who stole it? Dave's RC. I was watching a YouTuber's video. When I finished his video, he stole your fly free or die saying, "No, I'm not okay with that. Why would I be okay with that? No, hell no, I'm not okay with that, man. That's been my slogan from day one.
For a long time, actually.
Well, since I started the channel.
Hey, Spencer, if you're wanting to invite people to the Zoom, do you mind posting the chat or the link in the chat for the Zoom?
Yeah, and post a link for that video of that asshole using my slogan so I can go tell him pound sand.
Dana, I'm going to put my email in the chat. Just send me the info so I can forward it to Dave.
Wow, people just can't come up with their own shit these days, huh?
And yes, you guys can laugh at my email name. I don't care. It was a nickname that was originally supposed to piss me off, and it did the opposite. And it just stuck. So
actually, you know what? I'm not that upset about it, man. Because if he really couldn't think of something on his own and he had to use my material, then that just shows you how uncreative he is and how creative I am. So, and actually, I stole that slogan from someone anyway, so it doesn't matter. Actually, I stole that slogan because the slogan for New Hampshire is "Live Free or Die." And I thought it would be pretty cool since I'm up in the Northeast. I wanted to use something like that, and I started going with "Fly Free or Die." So I really like that slogan of theirs that they use for, like, right on the license plate. It says "Live Free or Die" in New Hampshire. If you look up a New Hampshire license plate, it says "Live Free or Die." And
okay,
I was
thank
sitting
you,
here
Paul.
one day and I'm thinking, oh man, I was driving down the road. This guy from New Hampshire was sitting in front of me, and I was like, dude, that would be sick. Fly free or die. That would be sick. So I started using it. But like I said, that was like right when I started the channel.
You're in prime country for storm chasing too, Dennis. Where I'm near mountains, the worst we get is some strong winds and hail.
We get hell here too, dude. Did you say hell?
You know, like hailstones.
Like no, like hell, like HELL. We got a lot of that here.
Well, that could be because, well, I won't go there.
So now we're gonna shut this down. We're gonna start the bind process. Hopefully the plane doesn't explode.
I was younger when those hit, but I remember hearing about those, Tug Hill.
What's that?
The bad tornadoes in 1993. Paul, I am in the same time zone as Utah. I'm in Southwest Idaho. So I'll tell you how I got the nickname of what's my email, you guys. I was playing basketball in Lifetime Sports, which was elective PE, on my lunch. Because in the winter we had an agreement with the YMCA right next to our school that if the weather was bad and in the winter we would just go over there and you could do whatever you wanted. And so I would play basketball with people, and this one guy could never get past me because I'm not tall, but I'm kind of more of a stocky 6 foot tall guy. He could never get around me, so he thought calling me Shrek would make me mad and make me lose concentration, and it didn't. And then people just started calling me that afterwards. So Shrek's kind of just.
Ain't nothing wrong with Shrek.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, Eric, I'm cooking waffles.
What part of northern Utah, Paul? Because I'm in Boise, so. Yeah, it's a good thing you only got sideswiped, Tug Hill, but that 20K is still not something to bat an eye at. That's a lot of money. How does that work, Roach Coach? You hate tornadoes and you're in Tornado Alley. I mean,
tornadoes and he's in Tornado Alley.
I mean, it's probably because of work, and you probably grew up there. That's Thanks for putting the link up, Spencer. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know that area, Paul. So, in fact, every time I'm down in Salt Lake, because my wife's family has a lot of family down there, and we've been down there a lot because that's where the children's hospital where my daughters had open heart surgery. I always have to stop at the the airplane museum they have there in Ogden on the base. So yeah, I know, guys. It's cool. I like it. It's just the guy thought it would make me mad calling me that, and it did. He actually got frustrated and lost his concentration when it didn't make him mad.
All right, there's the rudders. Hey, you guys, you know what? I didn't even have to move those at all. They were actually preset right for the right length for the rudders.
You see that?
That's cool, man. They were actually legit set perfect for
Roach,
like the length. Like you usually have to mess with them and
Go ahead, Battle. Sorry.
No. That's okay, man. I was just saying. I was a little bit like impressed that I didn't have to. All right, so I'm just gonna like strap this battery in just a little bit so that we can flip the plane over and put the canopy on it while we put the rest of these servos on. Because the second you turn the plane off, you guys, you're gonna be able to move those servos again, and I don't want to move them.
Paul, I'll keep that in mind, buddy.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip this on like that. We're going to flip the plane over and we're going to put the rest of these control rods on.
He sure did,
nice, dude.
GB.
So we're almost done.
Alpha did a great job with the R&D on this F-35.
Yeah, this is a nice plane, you guys. This thing is super, super sexy, dude. This is a nice looking plane. I love the detail. The detail is just awesome on it, you guys. So now we're down here at the ailerons, you guys. We're going to put these on real quick.
Paul.
Let's see. So I'm going middle hull. I'm going middle hull to middle hull, which is what I usually do on all my planes.
So, Paul, you're a moderator now. So in a week when we do a giveaway, since you're a new moderator, you won't be in the drawing. But 30 days from now, when we do another drawing, remind us. We'll get you a number, and you'll be in every one of the monthly giveaways. Dave does at the beginning of every month. He does a giveaway to the moderators.
That's right, you guys. And right now we're at like $240 in money for the giveaway, you guys. So if you guys want to donate, you guys know how to do that. Hit me up with Super Chats or PayPal.
So, Roach, it kind of does and kind of doesn't. The whole elevator moves, but it still is hinged, just like the full scale. So it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Bob Turner, Dave, are you using your gyros you get from Banana, or is it a Spectrum gyro? Because Bob Turner's asking.
So this is the AR630. This is not the Banana Hobby gyro,
so
you guys. I'm using the AR630 receiver.
The AS3X.
So yes, I'm just using AS3X, no safe, just AS3X.
Well, not only are the details on this plane amazing, but it flies well.
From what I've seen, yeah, the plane flies great, you guys. So I'm like I said, I'm really excited to actually get this one and do the maiden on it. We're going to be doing it down in Florida when I go down to the Pilot Ryan event.
Better have someone film that for you.
Air Marshal. That's why I got Air Marshal, man. Or Kenny. I bet Kenny wouldn't mind doing it. There will be no shortage of camera guys down there.
That's for sure. Quinny, thanks. Don't get me wrong. I love Dynam planes. I've bought them in the past, and they've been good planes. Just they haven't always been the nicest looking. But this Hellcat is one purdy bird that Dave's RC bought me for my birthday.
That's a little bit too much when we come out about that.
In fact, before the show, I was asking Dave what to use to put a clear coat on it because I want to keep it looking nice.
And a lot of you guys will probably agree. You guys are the ones that I got the idea from in the first place, which is Minwax is the spray can Minwax is what I use on mine. And I actually got that idea from you guys out in the chat. So,
GB, the real one. Go ahead. I'll let you finish and then go ahead.
They also, what I was going to say is they also have a kind that you can just brush on too. So
Yeah.
go
We'll
ahead.
see what's right now. Roach, the price is $279. By the 15th of May, it'll go up by 10%. GB, the real one, flies heavy, so they designed it to maneuver like a hornet, which is a great bird, but isn't. When it comes to performance, it's not a rock star like the F-16 or even the F-22, because it was designed to be more of an attack aircraft with some fighter abilities. So it's basically a single engine stealthy Hornet. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean it won't be a great dogfighter. It's just the wing loading is super high, where it's more geared towards attack versus fighter. Yeah, Boss 223. I was impressed by the paint on this Hellcat that I just got. Oh, that's a good point, because sometimes you can I've heard even if it's a paint that's not hard on foam, the propellant can be hard on the foam. So Boss said he brushes the first coat on, and then he sprays a second coat of Minimax Polycoat on it, which makes sure it's really sealed.
So who was it that was doing that? I was asking this when I was doing. Oh, okay. Oh, so it was John Hill. So John Hill says as long as you hold the can back and don't get real close to it as you're painting it, you won't have to worry about that aerosol eating away at your
paint. Like a foot, right?
Yeah, so you want to just be back about a good 8 inches to 12 inches and spray it on that way. And then once you get your first coat on, then you can actually get up in close and get some detail done, spots that you weren't able to hit. Because I actually
have quite a lot of experience building them planes, but making one look nice and keeping it look nice, I've never wanted to do till now, so I'm a noob on that. So thanks for all the pointers, you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, so
and if I had this F-35 like you do, Dave, I would be putting Min-Wax all over that bird too. Reckham, you are gonna love that. Wait, you got the PT. Guys, so is it PT-17 a Stearman or is it a different bird?
No, PT-17 is the Stearman.
That PT-17, if you go back to Dave's main flight of that, Reckham, he was off in like a meter, if that. Super light and a lot of lift.
What's that one? The Stearman?
The PT-17
came off the ground in less than 3 feet.
Yeah.
That's a fun plane. And then we got ailerons.
Well, cool. Thanks for for letting me know on the paint, you guys.
Wow, I love the spool up on an in-runner. It sounds so nice.
Well, it's quick.
Look at that, you guys. All right, man. She's done, bro. Oh, let's let me get the gear down from here.
So, first of all, welcome to the show, right? But he says you don't have AS3X unless you set and forward programming. Right now, it's just normal RX with no gyro, Dave.
Yep, I know. I know. Oh, yeah. I know how to do it. Yeah, I know how to do it.
He's just reminding you that basically you don't have any gyro right now. That's all.
So the gyro, the receiver's not quite glued in yet, guys. I actually glued it in, and the shelf liner's not really glued in right now. So if I start standing the plane up on its nose without that, and I don't want the gyro to fall off or come loose while I'm doing it. So I'm just waiting for the glue to set up, and then I'm going to set up the gyro. But right now, yeah, it's just.
I'll remind him on that too. Right now, he just want to make sure everything's working. I think Nate and Raitza. But
yes, I am gonna set up the gyro, you guys.
They also Nate also said don't forget to calibrate the ESC. But right now you're just trying to make sure everything's working, and that it's communicating to the radio.
Calibrated the ESC right after we checked the gear. Nose gear. Looks great, dude. Oh my God, it looks awesome, you guys. What a
So
beautiful plane, man.
guys, look at RC Glory's comment. Have you guys noticed if they fly any quicker, or is it just more of a appearance thing?
Is he talking? What is he talking about? In runner or what?
No, when you paint them. When you put the clear on them to protect the paint and the decals and
I
stuff.
haven't noticed any type of performance difference, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't noticed any type of performance difference. All it does is it toughens up the foam so that when you smack it.
Oh, geez, Nate, you're funny. It's got the Aurora in it, LOL.
It's got the Aurora. The Aurora. All right, so we're gonna calibrate this TSC, guys. We're going full throttle, so you guys can see. We got the throttle full up.
That's what I was
Right,
doing
set
with
this over here.
the Focke-Wulf when I had the throttle cut on and it didn't do what it was supposed to and jumped into me and sliced the snot out of me.
All right, now she's calibrated, guys. Yep, that's perfect, dude. As soon as I move it up one click, she's already going.
That's good
Oh,
stuff.
I love the Spectrum radios compared to the Tactics, man. Tactics, even when you calibrate the throttle, you can literally go up about 2 clicks before it starts going. With a with the DX9, as soon as you move that stick up the slightest little bit, I mean, look, this is just one click. That's crazy, man. How sensitive that is now.
I was thinking so, you
That's
guys. It was more of a just to protect the foam and to keep them looking nice more than performance. I mean, if you were flying really fast like a real plane, a full-scale plane, you would probably notice a difference, but not at the speeds these fly at.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It probably does help a little bit, Eric, but at the same time, like you said, it's like, what is it going to be? Is it going to be, a mile-an-hour difference? Is it going to be a 2 mile an hour difference? Because you have to think, yes, you're making the plane smoother and more sleek, but at the same time, for every can of mid-wax you put on your plane, you're adding like 2 to 3 ounces of weight.
So if you have a really light plane like this Hellcat, it won't really make much of a difference. But if you have a plane that's heavy already, it might make it a little doggy if you put too much on it.
So like I think a good plane to start with like is a good Dynam plane. Like you have your Hellcat. That's a good plane to start with working, like messing with it. I mean, maybe you'll notice a difference. I didn't notice a difference.
Well, I'm going to do panel line. I'm not doing it yet. I just wanted the advice because I'm going to do the panel lines. And I'm going to get some of those paints that are dark brown or dark black, gray, but they're clear, so I can make the plane look dirty like it's been to war and back.
Right.
And I have to do that before I put the clear on, but I've never done the clear, so that's why I was picking all your guys' brains on it.
9:54. All right, man. So it's about that time, Eric. About that time. So yeah, guys, look, man. Definitely appreciate you guys stopping by tonight, man. Super. This was a lot of fun, you guys, putting this thing together. I didn't run into any issues with it. The fit and finish is awesome. Like I said, like even just putting on these rudder control arms, like they were at the perfect length already to have the rudder centered. Super awesome looking plane, guys.
What questions do you guys have for Dave? So you were saying here soon we have a drawing, which you never actually talked much about.
What are you talking about next week's drawing?
So next week is the 30th. So did you still want to do it?
Yes, okay. We're doing next Friday is the giveaway, guys. George Watts, thank you so much for the PayPal. So that brings us up a little bit. So we're right now we're like right around the $280 mark, and hopefully by next week we can at least get to $300 or $400. That way we could do our normal, $400 giveaway, $450 giveaway. But George, definitely appreciate you, man. You are a huge help to the channel and to everyone that is involved in these giveaways. Definitely appreciate that.
Boss 223 and Michael Wright say, yeah, you guys are right. The paint has a lot of water in it.
Were there any super chats tonight? Just so I don't forget. Any shout
No,
outs?
but you basically had 2 for me last week.
That's right. So yeah, we're at like we're almost at $300 for the giveaway next week, you guys. So it's not a horrible giveaway, but it's at least it's a giveaway, right? That's what matters. At least we're doing a giveaway. And as long as we can do some type of a giveaway once a month, that's what makes me happy. I definitely love giving back to the community, and definitely appreciate all the people that help me do that. So definitely, Eric just sent a super chat last week, but what happened was like my stream cut out and I had to restart the stream, so he sent a super chat to
Before that too, Battle.
and before that. That's right. Yes, he did. Yeah. So like I said, we're at about $300 for a giveaway right now, you guys, and that's better than nothing. That's a better giveaway than nothing. Yeah, guys, I am stoked about this F-35. This thing is sweet.
JT200 DVR. That you're all good, buddy. Well, that's important. Wife and kids is important. So.
Oh, dude, you guys don't ever feel like you have to donate anything, you guys.
No, he's just saying he's just getting in because he went birthday dinner for his wife's birthday. Is all.
Oh, I didn't see the chat. Yeah, but that's the other thing that I wanted to bring up is you guys don't feel like you have to donate anything. I'm already putting in $200 a month, so there's already going to be a giveaway whether or not you guys donate anything or not. So
it just matters on if it's going to be one person or more than one person.
Exactly. What it depends is right if we're going to have 2 giveaways or 1 giveaway. That's basically what it comes down to. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. Eric, thank you for paying attention to the chat while I was building the plane, man. I appreciate that. Thank you guys all for showing up tonight and hanging out with us for another Total Line episode. Dana, yes, definitely send me the link to that video. I think that's kind of cute that somebody's using my
well, from
my
what someone else was saying, the new Paul in here tonight, that's in Northern Utah, was saying it sounds like the guy does it like as a homage to you or something like that. So.
Oh, well then that's great. That's what I was just saying.
It could be someone else.
Humbled by it, right?
It could be another person too. We don't know, so we'll just wait and see when Dana gets the info to us.
Nice, dude. Awesome. And like I said, I'm actually kind of humbled that he would use my slogan. That's cool. Definitely not going to jump on a plane and go find out where he lives and beat him up. That's for sure.
You weren't going to beforehand, but okay.
No, I wasn't beforehand either. It's humbling that if somebody wants to use my slogan, you guys are all welcome to use Fly Free or Die in your videos. By all means. Shit, man, because that's what we do. That's how we do it, man. That's the way Dave's RC's done it from day one, and you guys are all part of the Dave's RC family, man. So that's pretty cool, man. But definitely appreciate it, Eric. Like I said, thank you for taking care of the chat tonight.
I'm just glad I stopped coughing.
Yeah, Eric. Actually, somebody ran. What did they run out of gas, and you had to help push their car? Is that what you said?
Yeah, and there was a bunch of trees blooming right next to it, and boy, did it get my allergies flared up.
You say he's like me. He can't deal with pollen very well. That's my biggest thing too, guys. Is pollen. Like I mean, pretty much immune to anything in life except for pollen. As soon as the pollen comes, I'm a little baby. I'm in there snotting and sniffing everywhere. And yeah, I got the best of Eric today too. But thank you, Eric. I appreciate that, man. I know that was kind of bothering you, and I wasn't sure if you were actually going to be able to do the show tonight, but that's good that you did, man. I'm glad you did.
Well, I'm about ready to pass out to Benadryl, so.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm tired too, man. I'm gonna go in there and snuggle up and go to sleep. Tomorrow's my wife's birthday, which is you guys probably I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but tomorrow's my wife's birthday, and so that's her day. We're gonna celebrate her birthday.
So here's the deal, Battle. That's her birthday. We don't need to hear from you in any of the shows, Battle.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you're not gonna hear from me tomorrow, you guys. Definitely love every stinking one of you guys. Thank you for everybody that's been a part of the Dave's RC family from the get go, man. You guys are all awesome. The channel is building slowly but surely, you guys.
Picked up 10 subs this week.
Yeah, we did go up about 10 subs this week, which was actually pretty cool because we were stuck right at that like 12:33 mark for quite some time, and I started using thumbnails. Or not thumbnails, but I started using hashtags in my latest videos, you guys, and it seemed to help. So we're going to keep using the hashtags, and we're going to keep rocking with them. All I have to do is just copy and paste them onto the new video, so it's actually a pretty easy thing to do. So We will have some flight videos coming out. It's been super windy the last few days, guys. Like it rained the beginning of the week, and then it was super windy the last 2 days. I mean, 35, 40-mile-an-hour
Well,
gusts.
the other caveat, Grandpa Warbooks, Dave, had to spend time with grandson, so.
Oh, and then I have my grandson, you guys, right? We actually did the unbox on the F-35, and my grandson was with me. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad that I'm spending time with him now, and that his mother and my daughter is actually living close to me, so that I can go get him anytime I want, really. But thank you guys for coming tonight. Eric, thank you so much. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC, guys. Reminding you guys to fly for your die. Make sure you join us next week. Home of the free giveaways, guys. We do have a giveaway next week. Me and Shadow Ops. We're out here, guys. Peace.